Can you pull over for a second?
Yeah. One of the trees right out there.
You're funny.
Tourism, can we try one more call back, please?
Got it.
Got it.
Hey, backseaters, welcome back. It has been a very busy and, in some cases, disturbing week. We did see you. We did see you on Wednesday, but
that we're done. We can continue the road.
we didn't really get a chance to talk too much because we had that chase of the kids that were one adult, two kids involved up there at the Summit University area. But I was at the funeral today for Deputy Leasing over in St. Croix County, and an amazing deputy.
We're close forward.
As I listened to people talk about her skill set and what a smile she had and what she brought, how she could de-escalate people that were upset from other deputies, and she's just the hard worker, always jumping in, wanting to go to calls, and obviously a new mother. Her 3-month-old baby was there at the funeral, and thousands of law enforcement officers there, of course. But I just I have to tell you that the travesty of losing someone that was shot by an evil person is something that will haunt that family. And of course, last night was the visitation for Michael Brazel in St. Anthony Park. Right now, as we speak, they're just wrapping up a vigil out there. You'll probably see it on the 9 and 10 o'clock news up in Langford Park. And I have to say, seeing his two children, Oliver and Miles, especially the younger one. I mean, Oliver, thankfully, was there with all of his hockey teammates that were supporting him from his Bantams team, but
179.
Gut wrenching.
Miles, of course, a little younger, and I'm not going to get over that part watching
161.
Miles sit on the couch at the funeral home. That we're going to have to do something special for him, Pat, as time goes on, and help get his mind on some other things. And I just remember Miles Brazel in your prayers, of course, Oliver and his wife Hillary as well.
Demonstration, I think 182 is still on it. We could probably clear this out, guys.
Just, we didn't start with music yet in honor of all of them, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but my son's birthday was May 11th, and that was the same day that he went into a coma. Someone brought drugs to his birthday party, and unfortunately it caused him to
79 traffic.
Stop breathing, and went into a coma, and he was in a coma for 5 days, and
Ryer and Hewitt
before he passed away.
Minnesota, Mike Victor Kilo.
But today is this whole week is a day of remembrance for me, and so I'm going to play his music, not just in regards to him, but the others that have passed away, and then we'll get on with Live on Patrol.
Butterfly, she flutters by, imitates on the wind. She takes to the sky, no jar to contain her, no need to make her mine. She lays on my shoulder, if only for a tease. Then off to the wind, floating on the breeze. For then in that moment she'll be mine. Butterfly. I guess there's some things just not meant to hold. I guess if I love her, let go. I guess if I love her, let go. Make sense of this, there ain't no making sense of that. And hoping is just hoping when we don't know where we're at.
All three are white males.
Want you to
One wearing a black shirt, second wearing a green top, jeans, third wearing a red shirt, black shirt.
stuck in between every day. Just won't you say that you stay? I guess there's some things just not meant to hold. I guess if I love her, let go. I guess if I love you, let you go. Let you go. Let you go.
Well, thank you for letting me play that in remembrance of Katie, Michael, my son. It's really very difficult for family members to let someone go, but they're going to a better place. So we are downtown by the XL Energy Center. We just had a call here before we started on kids doing circles down at 5th in Minnesota, 4th in Minnesota, in a gray SUV hanging out the window. We are suspicious that is a stolen Kia from earlier. Pat's going to give you the plate.
I sure am.
In case you see it out there, and we intend to find it, and I'm sure they're listening.
This was stolen from the 1600 block of Dayton just after 5 o'clock. It's a 2021 Kia Sorento. It's one of their SUVs. It's about the same size as a Durango.
Did you have one before? What was that one?
I had a Sportage. I now have a Sorento.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
It's gray in color. The plate on it is GLC 549.
GLC 549, folks. GLC 549.
So it sounds like they are out driving recklessly in it and will no doubt be committing some further crimes with it. So if you see that car, call 911. Don't approach them. Don't try and do anything except call 911.
And by the way, we appreciate the calls. We have to stress that again. This car, when it was stolen, the neighbor called that he saw him stealing it. 3 other neighbors called and said they saw it driving recklessly. One said that was in the alley up on Finn, 250 Finn, throwing all the stuff out. They all got out to throw the stuff out before they took off again.
All the belongings of the owner.
Yep. But the thing is, it was great. I mean, it was almost like we had Car Spotter. You know, Car Spotter. We're finding a stolen car because neighbors were calling in and they're giving us a description of where it was going. So that car's out here somewhere. And we know it's really a limited group of 50 to 75 kids, but half of them are in jail, fortunately. Unfortunately, the justice system doesn't keep them there that long, which is another conversation we might be having a little bit later.
But we can't stress enough how often we recover these vehicles because of you calling them in. When you see them driving recklessly, driving suspiciously.
Yeah, it's going to be busy tonight. I hate to say it, but I hate to predict busyness and then have it not be busy, but
well, I think that's actually a kind of a good outcome if we predict busy and we keep it stifled instead. Because it does seem there is an element of these kids knowing that we're out, and knowing that the CAT team is out, and it keeps them from misbehaving, at least for a few hours.
Yeah. Well, a lot of young kids in the inner city, well, me too. I remember when I was a young kid that Sergeant John McNulty from the Maplewood Police Department always kept us in line. And if he wasn't around, Chief Richard Schaller from Maplewood Police Department kept us in line. And where's that call at? And if he wasn't around...
435 what?
I don't know.
Bravo 771, Bravo 5 here. Thank you.
It's a 2 call.
Kevin.
Holy smokes, there's a lot of active calls.
Yeah. So, the idea of you guys calling us, or, we don't get to read all the comments fast enough to be able to go to calls, but call 911. They do not mind getting the information. You don't have to give your name, give your address. It gives them good proximity. That's Dorothy Day call, I think, 435.
Okay.
But one of our backseaters, whenever we end up chasing people out to Woodbury, which, by the way, Woodbury and Ramsey County Woodbury's not in Ramsey County, but we have an amazing relationship with their department. And I say that not just with the people, although there's an analyst there named Trish that is phenomenal that works with us. As a matter of fact, when we first started the CAT unit, she was one of the most valuable intelligence assets we have.
She connected a lot of dots with these kids from different parts of town
before we even started.
Yep.
Her and Jessica over in Hennepin County.
Yep.
Jessica, and then of course we got up to speed over the last year and a half. But there's a lot of crime connections because a lot of our kids go to Woodbury to commit crimes. A lot of Woodbury chases end up back here in our town. Our chases end up over there. They've got a pretty good commercial strip. We have the gun store out there, where the sporting goods store where ammunition has been stolen. But so we've been out there a few times. But last week there was a chase, and one of our backseaters, Julie in the Woodbury neighborhood, was out there Friday night. The helicopter was out. Julie, thank you so much for being on the lookout for us. I know you were out there seeing if you could see anybody, and we appreciate you for being a helpful citizen, but also a great backseater. Last Friday night every week, you're here with us in the backseat, Julie.
Thank you very much. That's what makes it all work. When the community and the police are working together.
And speaking of backseaters, so on the way back from the funeral, Jelly Joe and I asked Jelly Joe, what do you want to eat? Because he's hungry. He's a young kid. Of course, he wanted a Burger King or a Wendy's, but he chose Burger King.
Okay.
So I went to the Burger King and Wendy's. And the head boss at Burger King there, she would only give us our name as Williams. I don't know what her first name was. Williams. But she was a backseater.
Oh, that's cool.
So we took a picture. We took a good picture of her and her staff. And thank you very much, Woodbury Burger King. And I'll post that picture sometime. But you know, as we were leaving, you know what she said? She said, "You and Pat better get in a good chase tonight." I said, well, we'll do our best. And for the record, we did not get free Burger King. We paid for our Burger King.
Of course.
Maybe we'll end up in Woodbury tonight. Out by Julie's house or out by the Burger King.
Never can
gotta
tell
turn
where the
this
night's
radio
going to
on.
take us.
This other radio right here, Pat.
370.
In case you don't have enough to listen to.
370. I'll be clearing out on the DLC 1400 arcade. Copy 1400 arcade for a DLC.
LTAC and everything else.
371, I can wait until.
All right, well, we're just getting going here. If you haven't shared this with your friends, that would be awesome if you would do that. Just to let everybody know we are live on patrol.
Could you please put me on at 1300 Wilson? A resident flagged me down, saying that there's a fire alarm going off on the 3rd floor. I'm going to go check it out.
Out in Roseville on Old Highway 8, we just had a car stolen in the last 15 to 20 minutes. It's a 2011 Chrysler 200, red in color. That's a mid-size sedan. Plate number MEA, like Mike Edward Adam 484. MEA 484.
370 code 4. 370 code 4. Correction 1682.
GLC, right?
Correct.
What's the numbers?
That's on the Sorrento.
Yep.
GLC 549.
Nicole, you know, I was going to say this about Nicole. You know, she's a really hard worker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to bring this up, but I was sitting there listening to the eulogy of Katie, and I was thinking, you know, these traits, all these traits about hard work, smile, you know, 1300 Wilson, there's smoke in the hallway, doesn't have the door open, but hopefully it's not a fire, it's just food burning or something. Code 4 for fire. But anyhow, Nicole ran in on a theft earlier tonight, and the woman had a basket full of stuff at Target, and I like how she just gets on the call. You know, we're not gonna wait, see who else takes the call. Just goes to the call.
Bravo 771.
So, and they caught the person. And one of the reasons you need to catch people is the best crime prevention strategy.
Copy. Supposed to start 435 Dorothy Place.
Another one at Dorothy.
538.
The best crime prevention strategy there is to catch the people committing the crime. And this is completely lost in today's discussions. Oh, crime prevention. Yes, we're all about crime prevention programs. I'm 100% in favor of crime prevention programs. We do it at the sheriff's office through literacy and sports and activities. I've been doing it my whole life. But you also need the dimension of actually catching people that are out there committing crime for a career. And until society decides we're going to catch people, and in the case of juveniles, we catch them so that we can help them.
Correct.
All right. In the case of adults, we catch them to hold them accountable. Until someone decides that that's an important premise, this crime environment is going to continue to grow. So, I mean, you know, at the sheriff's office, we haven't. Part of the law says, this Constitution says, we have to pursue and apprehend all felons as a part of our duty, which is a good thing. It's in there. But again, regarding juveniles, these kids won't get any help until we do catch them. Because once we catch them, we can provide some mental health, addiction services, get them away from their circle of friends that are destructive to their lives.
If we don't apprehend them, the circle just continues. They just go on and on and on, committing further crimes, committing more serious crimes.
You know, you can cancel this, bud. Appreciate it. Copy. Squad's not on speed at higher ground from 6 there. 1231. 538, 535 road, chief. Yeah. 5 if you get something on that.
Drive down this Twin Cities Academy. It's like a nice school. Gotta like to explore a little bit once in a while.
6 9, copy from the PD.
2142. Get 5 clear reflect.
Can you mute that 1 second?
Yep.
2161, I copy you. Check this.
We are over by Harding High School, which, by the way, is going to have to recoup. You know that the St. Paul Police Department did arrest the suspect in the shooting of Michael Brazel. And for those, there's some kids over there by the school there, Pat. 3 of them. Looks like they're by the door. We're gonna have to. There's 4 of them. You got the Channel 3 radio, right?
Yep.
Because I'm sure they're gonna run. We gotta see what the heck they're doing over here.
We're on the south side, right?
South side. Oh, they're gonna be surprised when we run up this sidewalk. Real surprised. What's going on, gentlemen? Yeah, well, you know, you're not supposed to be standing by the school door late at night, right? You know?
We didn't know that.
Do you guys go to school here or not?
Yeah.
You do. What grades are you in? 9th grade? Where's your homes at?
Oh, they just down.
Okay. Did you guys do anything here you don't want to tell me about?
We didn't do it. We were just walking around here. When we came up.
Well, I saw one of you kind of sitting in that doorway right there, you know, like you were wondering.
Oh, we were just looking. Yeah, we were just looking inside.
Well, you know, you can understand how looking inside looks like maybe you're going to break in, right? Yeah.
We just came down from the hill and then
Okay, no, I don't doubt where you came from, but I'm just saying.
I thought we saw a ghost. That's why.
A ghost?
Yeah, because the teacher was walking and I looked and I saw it.
Was there a real teacher or was it the teacher's ghost?
Oh,
Really?
it was a real teacher.
Was she on the outside or inside?
Inside.
All right. Do you know her name?
We just saw it. Yeah, we just saw it.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe you knew her or something.
We'll go back if
Ghost teacher. Yeah, just kind of don't. You can certainly be on the grounds, but just don't cover yourself by the doorways. Sound good?
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Hold on 1 second. Just let them go, but hold on 1 second.
Is there somebody else? Is that open or broken?
It's open. I think I'm gonna go check that.
Okay. All right. We should probably check the doors here too.
Yeah.
Good news is they didn't have anything with them.
Yeah.
Pat's gonna check a window here. I'll drive down here. For other windows that might be open. Pat did find one that was open there. It's hard to say if some teacher was letting air in. Looking for any forced entry, any windows broken. What do you think, backseaters? Can we make it around the corner without rolling down the hill? We're gonna try. Let's walk the building.
2446 USD.
79 and 21.
Alright.
5181.
5181.
You changes to a breach of trust. Squad will be clear advised.
Copy and 21.
I'm checking in the hallways here as we go, just to see if I can see anybody inside the school. Go down the hill. Remember the best line of all time, we got to go back and get Pat. Pat's got a radio, so he's fine.
I'll be EOT and we clear our port channel 9.
Usually 9 out of 10 times they're not gonna
Copy 79 and 21.
come back out the same window they go in if they are in there.
Five three 535 Lieutenant.
Did you close it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, you got a lot of money.
J3 copy.
2150.
Nothing physical. Shania, 24-year-old black female.
Something fell down there. Oh.
270 info.
371, you can break me from my turn, I'll go.
It's a St. Christopher Reed. He has a felony motor vehicle theft out of public.
Hey y'all, just a reminder, this is Harding High School and a lot of outstanding people have graduated from here in the past. But also, this was the location of the stabbing death of Cheese. And if you followed the murder case of Michael Brazel, you'll know that Cleve Shui went to school here. And a year ago, he was captured on video robbing a child at gunpoint.
And was already off probation. What, by the end of the year?
Well, technically it was April 1st.
I got it.
It was very close. Turn around.
4481. Can you take me off?
Well, there's somebody. That sounds like a Charger. I'd say that's the Hemi opening up. Do you see it?
Yeah, it looks like he's coming our way.
Really? On 3rd or where?
Yeah.
You guys, time to go home.
Maybe not.
We got these guys.
And 4041, you can clear that report. We'll be back.
What are they doing? Playing?
Yeah.
For the squad residence at 625 Selby Avenue.
What, 375?
Hotel. Callers requesting
Everything is 4.
All right, guys. Promise you me you're going to be good. Thank you. You do.
74 residential size.
There are alarms in here, Pat. So technically,
Yeah, if anybody was
you
inside.
should hear something besides the ghost. This is the old front entrance from way back, and they built a nice one on the back side.
187.
5182 Tango, clear report for it. 64687.
Copy, 2157. 2152.
Is that somebody's car alarm?
187 Tango.
189 Tango.
Bravo 771.
Must have thought we were suspicious looking.
Market advice. Thank you.
164.
So what else can we tell you? If you were watching on Wednesday, you saw the apprehension of
189 Tango.
3 parties.
That was Monday.
Was that Monday? Has it been that long
It's
already?
been that long
What,
already.
375?
Oh my goodness. Oh, Monday. Mighty Mike is back, by the way, speaking of Monday. He's out here on the streets tonight.
080-319.
We will probably see him. He's back from teaching his gang conference.
2053.
Nicole's out here as well. Darren, our new addition, doing a great job out there.
Yeah, he is.
And but back to Monday. Sorry if we got a little buffering. We do have a plan. We're working on a plan. I would say in 2 weeks we're gonna try something new in 2 weeks. I'm very, very confident. The smartest man is working on it. Just a little simple booster, quality booster. So we went to the house and we were able to get entry from the person whose house it was. And arrested 2 parties with warrants. Well, it turns out when they're arrested, they say we need to go to the hospital because we were in an accident yesterday.
I kind of figured that when the call came out.
We were in an accident yesterday, and then lo and behold, as we get the video from all the different people that had video of the scene, they matched the video perfectly. So they were arrested. So turns out, as we watched the video, as they went north on Pasco from Grand,
Last squad, go again.
3 went to the west, the ones that we caught. They went to the west, went cut across, went north, and then went back east. But 2 went east in the alley between Grand and Summit right away. and nobody followed them right away. Those were the two. So that's how we learn how criminals think. Let's go back and analyze their movements, but a lot of you want to know, did the county attorney hold them? Well, the problem with charging people with masks on, it becomes very difficult, no secret, to identify them. So usually we use fingerprints or DNA or something else, but one of them did have unique clothing that was captured on video, and that one is still being held. The other juvenile was released the next day, but guess what? Go ahead. The same night he gets out, flees from police in a motor vehicle, and gets picked up again the very same night that he got released.
In another stolen car.
So that's interesting. And anyhow, you got to catch them to help them, or to help the community, or to set a standard. You've got to catch them.
So we have it entered as I'll verify with the PC.
How do you people never were saying they didn't call?
So back to this whole cycle of crime. Chief O'Hare over there in Minneapolis has been great. There was a story, Laura Lamanchek on Care 11 ran a story last night. If you haven't seen it, we're going to post it tomorrow. It's about one of our biggest problems is these lawyers for these children. Get this now. The lawyers for the children really don't want them to get treatment. I'm just going to indict them all. They don't want them to get treatment. So they know that the best way to get their client out of juvenile detention is to claim that they're incompetent to stand trial. And they go for an evaluation, a doctor reviews them, and then a judge gets the report, and a judge has to decide whether they're competent to stand trial. And every year, 200 to 300 kids in Minnesota are declared not competent to stand trial, which in and of itself wouldn't be bad if there was any programming for them to go to. Majority of them are released back onto the streets to the care of their mother to be in some form of outpatient program that they likely never occurred. And I'm saying this because if the defense attorneys really wanted to help their children that their clients are getting to get some treatment, they would actually work with the court system to get that child into a system that they could get some treatment. So
simply turn into a slick legal maneuver in too many circumstances.
That's what's happened. You know, this is because some people don't recognize that you can actually help your child in the juvenile system, especially if he's slipped far into it. So I've talked to countless mothers. I know several mothers of these kids that we've arrested that are frustrated with the system. Another one happened yesterday. You're familiar with which one. He was declared incompetent. Probably going to get released on the streets. My prediction, in 6 months, he'll either be arrested for a serious shooting offense or he'll be shot and killed himself. And when that happens, the people that play this game of not wanting kids accountable deserve the accountability themselves.
Most definitely. You aren't helping children with a strategy like that. You're setting them up for failure.
So a fair amount of traffic out here. A lot of you, our backseaters, are probably out enjoying the night. 67 degrees here. Mother's Day on Sunday. Don't forget that.
So happy Mother's Day to all you mothers who are backseaters.
Well, if you're a backseater and your mother's not, you got to get her a good present for Mother's Day. I mean, I don't know what it might be: flowers, candy, a gift certificate to promise to do chores, at least a good card. But if you're giving her a card, just at the bottom, just put the YouTube address for live on
So that place that I stopped the other day where she told me that the male Mike Reynolds was driving the other one was calling.
That's all right. You can just turn mine off. What do we got here, Pat?
184 area.
Copy 300. The entering in that like little side alley, just below like Parkway and
Traffic stop there?
right there.
Yes.
Traffic stop. Look like I got a couple backups in. That is the lesson of law enforcement deaths. Back up your partners. Back up your partners. Wait for backup. Wait for backup.
Don't be too proud to ask for backup. Don't be too quick to cancel backup.
Time and time again, one-person traffic stops. And that area, Glenwood City there, I talked to one of our deputies used to work out there. It is one of the most remote areas and hardest to get backup where Katie was killed. It's just not close to any other major
Could you please put apartment
offices.
306 in my call?
The next county over, it's far away from. It's just a difficult place to get help.
Yeah, that's a huge issue for rural counties. Rural areas of counties.
I'm gonna have to check the area.
Yeah, Alex used to work out in Colorado.
4,000 meters.
He had very little
Somebody
backup.
used racial slurs and statements as a firearm. 911 only phone. No further information.
And he had difficulty. He had to handle most things by himself as well. It's a whole different job when you're out there by yourself. Different tactics.
Definitely need a command presence.
You sure don't expect it when you're just checking out a car in the ditch, right?
Definitely.
I gotta be honest with you, Pat. I mean, I'm sure you feel the same way because I know a death of an officer,
Agreed.
you know,
Agreed.
hits you hard. It wasn't just the deputy this week. It was that I haven't got over in my mind the idea of a man going out to stop someone from breaking into his wife's car and getting 3 shots in the chest. And having his children call 911 while his wife is giving him CPR. That whole set of events there is troublesome to me. It's hard to find any silver lining in that. You really can't. The only thing I'll say is it's thanks to the citizens that helped. There are people that came out. There are people that called the police. People. Somebody saw that car in an accident. That's how the case was solved.
Yep.
Some people saw the car in an accident, not knowing it was tied to that event, and the bumper fell off.
In a completely different part of town.
Yeah, north of there, and the bumper fell off with the plate, and the plate linked back to previous contact with the suspect because we keep track of who's in cars, where, and when. And once St. Paul had the plate and the car, then it's just a matter of time. There's a lot of things that have to take place, of course. Obviously, identifying and finding the phone number of the suspect so you can track his phone and whereabouts. Trying to locate the car. Although they weren't able to find the car because it was parked inside his garage over on Rainy.
Right.
But they were able to get his phone number, his subscriber information, and determine where he was with his phone. And they were able to determine that the phone was hitting on a tower. Actually, even better than that, the location in St. Anthony Park. So all those electronic pieces help tie the case together. And then, of course, the SWAT team hit the house eventually. But without that license plate and someone calling and say, hey, there's a bumper with a plate on it, that's a tough start then, right?
Definitely.
So we're lucky that citizens are thinking about helping. We're appreciative.
Are they in the car or they go in the house already?
We're over here at Case in Edgerton, and you know there used to be shots fired here every other day.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Until that one house family moved out. We're at 594 Case, and been so much more peaceful since then.
I would imagine the neighbors have made a huge collective sigh of relief over that family moving.
But speaking of tragedy, that one other case here in Edgerton where the neighbor went out it's like a year and a half ago to help. There was a car accident.
Yep.
And they shot him.
Yes, indeed.
That was close. That was close. And yes, his children were there. He had children too, but the circumstances of your kids yelling to mom, going out, calling 911, that's as rough as I've seen. They did ask the judge to try him as an adult. Today, there'll be another court hearing coming up.
Yeah, when you have that much of a propensity for violence, hopefully the judge will see that and recognize that.
It's too early to have them all surrounded, Pat.
You'd think so.
Holy mackerel. The radio was hopping while we were dozing.
Oh. 40 cars, 4470 cars for a deer in the lanes, 55 northbound Athens Trail.
Again, if we haven't mentioned it, thank you to everyone that, I'm sure we did, but that came to the book signing. And
yeah, that was a phenomenal turnout.
yeah, that was really fun. Really fun. Thank you, Katrina, again, and your lovely daughters. Let me see. So we get Morgan, Madison, and Cassie. Morgan, Madison, Cassie.
Those are some impressive young ladies.
Yeah, they're very helpful. It's amazing.
Very helpful, charming.
We still have a few books we have to sign and send to her because we couldn't get through all of them. You know that, right?
That's right. Yep.
So we should get that done early this week. I don't think they would mind me telling this story because one of her children is afraid of elevators. Because when she was very little, she was like 3 years old, she was running up ahead to get in an elevator. You know how kids want to push the buttons?
Mm-hmm.
She got too far ahead of the family and the doors closed.
Oh.
And the elevator was off.
Oh.
It's on unknown floors.
Yeah, that could have an impact.
She's developed elevator psychosis. Maybe that's too strong of a word, I don't know. But it sounded cool. She's going to audition for an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
You know, I thought the exact same thing.
Good evening. That car's been around the whole night, JBZ 403. Yeah. I don't know if it's following us or what. I don't think so. JBZ 403. Good evening. Now, how many of you out there remember Alfred Hitchcock? Come on. He's the original. What would you call that style of show?
Suspense?
Suspense, yeah. Not really horror, just suspense. Good evening.
I think probably most people of our generation know this, but I'll bet a lot of people don't. Every Alfred Hitchcock movie made, he makes a very brief appearance in.
Yes.
You will see him somewhere in the movie.
I don't know if that's true of every. He had a TV program too, besides the movie.
Yeah, the TV program doesn't. That's not true with the TV program, but.
Hold on, I'm just rubbing here, making noise.
Bravo 429 EOT.
Bravo 429 United 2213.
East Bearwood.
Copy before and Bearwood on the east side.
We got any Alfred Hitchcock fans in there?
Oh yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
reruns on TV Land.
And then it was back to back sometimes with Rod Serling. Welcome. Oh, there was two. Oh, was Rod Serling the Twilight Zone? Yeah, the Twilight
Yes.
Zone. And then there was Alfred Hitchcock, Rod Serling, Twilight Zone, and The Outer Limits.
The Outer Limits. Yep.
During the commercial, you get the Little Dad Will Do You commercial.
And Cookie, lend me your
Oh,
call.
yeah. 77 Sunset Strip.
Copy 2214.
531. She'll get a PTV at 413 with Widow.
Is this car turning? Yeah. We're over on Rice Street now, headed south from Maryland. Car behind us that's in a little bigger hurry than we are. So, hey, another call out to any of your friends that work at the hotels. We know there's some parties scheduled tonight, underage youth drinking parties in different hotels. So, if you can let us know. Problem is, sometimes it's a little too much illegal activity.
94 traffic.
Not good for anybody.
Be nice to get on top of the situation early.
37th Avenue, Silver Lake Road.
Before it does get out of hand.
351.
37 Silver Lake Road.
2161 code 4.
Oh, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll run down there. We're going to check out. There's a lot of proms going on, so let us know. Text Pat or let us know if there's a prom location in Ramsey County. We like to have a presence there outside, so as kids are going to their cars, they're safe.
Definitely.
So.
973 up. Come full with a 7 drive.
Traffic goes for it. 2260.
And it's very angry dad.
Check where 2173 is, will you, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Copy. So it's a permit driver and an angry father at 2217.
Oh, maybe it's nothing.
2173 or 9173?
Well, could have been 91. You know me. Hear the call.
9173 is out on traffic. At Highway 61 and County Road F.
Drive a little slower because it's instinct when we're trying to read the plates. I know we can't remember all the plates, but if one sounds familiar or the numbers sound familiar to a stolen that we are familiar with, we can grab it. Our Minnesota legislature has one more week. A week and a couple days. They have to adjourn by the Constitution by May 22nd. And you can read for yourself, of course, what they're doing, because we have one party rule right now in Minnesota. There's a lot of bills being passed. A lot of bills that, we'll just say that, a lot of bills being passed. How's it going, partner?
Taking the bitter with the sweet.
There you go. Taking the bitter with the sweet. That was a new line.
I like that.
I like that. I'm taking the bitter with the sweet. That's the security guard there. You got Price and Penn has security on here. Taking the bitter with the sweet. You know, Pat, I'm looking at this tobacco store and I'm thinking how thankful I am that you were able to kick the habit.
I am too.
Right?
Yep.
Good for you.
4469, we're
It's
code
bad
4.
for people that got to run out at 10:30 at night to find some more.
4469, copy your code 4 and you need the comms number.
How's it going, partner?
Sir, we just need the case number.
Copy. Case number 12135. 12135.
Received, thank you.
25.
Relatively quiet at the club holiday tonight.
Yes, it is.
There's some hair on that young lady, or is that a towel on her
Missed
head?
it. I missed it. Oh,
Here, I thought that was some blonde hair, but as you can see, that's a towel.
360 Tango, take the flight.
Tango, copy of the squad to assist for a flight 756 rainy. 10 plus people are arguing and pushing each other in front of the address.
what are they doing over there?
371. Copy.
Call them out before they're probably doing drugs. Come on out, partners! What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Just take your hands out of your pockets. Thank you.
Repeat the flight.
Minnesota license, Foxtrot, Lima, November, 92.
Yep. 134.
A few needles back there, Ben, huh?
62.
955 County Road DD with great disturbance. 4 to 5 people in the park screaming. Calling police there possibly for the ambulance.
2164 copy.
3 to 1.
62.
Place to do drugs?
2220.
Any other needles and stuff back there? Tin foil? Yeah, we saw 2 go back there, and all of a sudden 5 are coming out. We were outnumbered.
We had them surrounded.
We did. You know, I just kind of felt good that they weren't trying to go over that fence. How about you?
Yeah.
Those are the kind of situations, though, that can go downhill fast.
4448 traffic.
Drugs, fear. To be honest with you.
There's your contact area check for a 911 hang up. Started at the 1100 block of Magnolia, callers such as abusive relationship, or she kept driving, description.
It's one of the reasons that
Would you like the squad to assist?
sometimes it's best not to put them in a corner. For 2 of us to try to detain all 5, which at that point, probable cause to actually detain them is marginal.
Exactly.
And
Can you put me on a warrant at 61 and Frost and Cold
now suddenly you got 1 running. That is against the law, technically, as long as the officers have the probable cause to detain you. Which, being in a spot known for people to use drugs is close, but really not
183.
100% comfortable.
0309.
But
There's a spot that can assist in for a missing person, 1593 Stewart Avenue, staff from that location is reported client is missing. She left on foot and is high on meth and in a drug-induced psychosis. Her name is Brooklyn. She's a white female, 27 years old.
I guess
5'6",
psychosis
average
is the
build,
word of the day.
knee-length black dress with flowers.
182. Clear my current advice.
Brooklyn left the group home. She's on meth. You can head that way.
43, copy. Can you just notify transit?
It's not really close, but we're gonna go down and see
Copy.
if Brooklyn decides to head down toward the University Avenue. Flowered colored dress, I think they said.
188.
I'll be clear, assistant.
A lot of people do make their way to the trains nowadays.
4469, clear response report.
I don't know if you noticed that a couple robberies, a robbery suspect the other day, he got on the train, then he got off about
You can
6
cancel
blocks away.
182.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they just get on the train, get themselves out of there, and get off. We're on University Avenue.
Oh, train.
1796.
Go ahead.
He's got a dash cam.
169, copy, and I'll be on scene in a
I
block.
actually think that's a good idea. She got a dash cam.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of getting one. I don't want to do the installation where I have to take the molding off and stuff. I think I'm going to get it. Somebody knows what they're doing, put one in.
Yeah,
Or find it. You know, I don't know. Are there rechargeable ones?
9172 traffic.
I'm sure there are. I just got to ask this guy something. 'Cause he did speed a little bit here. I just got to ask him something.
1 Adam Victor 445.
Hey, how's that dash cam work? How's your camera work? Good? Camera?
Yeah, you like that?
That's
You
good?
like it?
All right.
Looks like a good one.
Like-
Slow down poquito.
You know, does a camera ever catch you speeding? Yeah. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Kilo Romeo Tango 011. It's occupied one time.
Copy the plate. Vehicles occupied 110. 2226.
327.
Just unattended.
Little language barrier, but he was pleasant.
Very.
327 with a squad to assist. Sergeant to copy on shots fired. One caller, White Bear in Maryland. Reporting 6 shots from the northwest of the address.
Well, that's not good.
183.
Oh, northwest of it though.
Did you have transit? 361 Joey, show me around.
6 shots northwest of White Bear.
300 copies.
That's where the BP gas station is.
Yep, I will. I'm on the phone with them now.
We'll get more information on that, I bet, soon.
Squad 812, you're snatch wheel.
371. 371. Can show myself in 360 Tango clear. This is GOA. Copy.
Marion Street Department 200 domestic. Partner is intoxicated.
I know I've mentioned this before, but we'll just mention it again. We're at Dale University. And when Pat and I started, this was the headquarters of porn.
Yes,
Right.
it was.
On our northeast corner to our right was the Belmont Nude Dancing. Over here was the Flick Theater on the northwest corner. On the southwest was the Faust Theater.
The notorious Faust.
And in between was street prostitution. So
We had the bookstore there too.
Oh yeah, the bookstore. I mean, this is kind of strange, but just in the spirit of history, the Flick Theater on the northwest corner there was a bookstore, but there also was these little booths where we're talking in the late 70s, folks. There wasn't really much video back then, but they had these movies, these flick movies that guys would go in and watch. The Flick Theaters that was the original porn, right?
Yep.
Flick Theaters. And then when that wasn't good enough, they had little peepholes where they could go see girls behind the peepholes, right?
Yep.
And we used to arrest a number of people in those locations that had other issues.
Yes, indeed. That white Suburban we just went by.
Yeah.
That's the same lady we pulled up on last time.
Oh, it is.
Who said we were harassing her, and you gave her gift cards.
She's watching us. She's watching us. She's a backseater. But then the police department actually bought the Belmont Club. Belmont Club was owned by Walter Montpettit, and the city bought it and turned it into the Northwest Precinct.
Yep.
That was back when the beat guys, Mike Carter, Husbeck, Hoskin, Tom Berggren, were doing an amazing job down there solving crime. And Mike Carter, who Pat and I worked with, was the father of Ryan Carter from White Bear Lake, who went on to win the Stanley Cup.
Yes, indeed.
You can send me the hang up on London, I read it.
For a mental health patient, 49-year-old male.
Copy 2080 Lebanon Lane, and I hang up for 21 meters.
Yeah, if you missed it, I don't know if it would buffer, but we did mention there were shots fired at Maryland and White Bear, a couple callers. We've gotten calls ourselves from messages from people.
Did that gal come back? I can't find the call anymore.
Really? Well, that's...
Oh, nope, there it is. I found it. My bad.
What's this guy doing here, man?
Singing.
Singing or
Singing out.
street singing? He got a little speakers hanging around his chest. That's street karaoke. That's what that is. He's got street karaoke going.
You've heard of car karaoke.
Yeah.
Well, that's street karaoke.
Carpool karaoke, now we got street karaoke.
I'm thinking...
Well, was 1,500. So we're down by Snelling, right?
Yep. So I'm thinking the Speedway is going to be a good bet.
Okay. What is the description again?
27 years old, 5'6", average build, knee-length black dress with flowers.
White female?
Yes, white female.
Just want to say a big shout out and thank you to all the I'm sure that was fine, but I don't like when people yell like that. And there's a young girl walking into this parking lot ahead of them. There she is. You alright, ma'am? You good? Who are these guys yelling behind her?
Everything okay? Yeah. We heard somebody yell. Did you hear that?
We just came outside. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Oh, it was right when we passed you guys. Okay.
Thank you.
They just maybe cheering. There's a sign.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Three, two.
3-2.
Spoke to a resident in the area of Kennard and Orange. He heard the gunshots and he said it sounded more to the southeast.
Try to sneak out of your way here before we run into each other. Yes. Have a good night.
Copy. Spoke with a resident in the area. Heard the gunshots southeast of Kennard and Orange.
So between Kennard and Orange and White Bear and Mary.
Oh, attorney.
Go ahead.
23, any mileage, 909.
You know, Pat,
Copy. 2234.
I tried to not drink so much Mountain Dew. And I think I'm doing pretty good.
You are.
But I
Definitely
can't
drinking less.
I can't not drink it while we're working.
It's
It's like a tradition.
Yeah.
You know? And me just talking about that fact makes me hungry for a Twinkie. All right, backseaters, 5'6", knee-length black dress with flowers on it. What do we got there?
Probation 807. Would you put me on any level of
What color is her hair?
doesn't say.
That's not really knee-length, is it?
No.
But it is black.
It is black.
Does she have black hair or not?
Doesn't say.
Couldn't tell if there were flowers, but there was something on the front of it. It doesn't look troubled.
No.
Right?
They look like they know each other.
I'm not willing to go that far. It's like a pickup to me. But it's been a long time since I was in that field, so
345.
things have probably changed.
Welcome 2236.
Well,
Probation 807. Would you clear me from 1104 Farrington and I'm EOT?
Yeah, man. 2236.
running your buddy in here, right? You want to run in there real quick? Take a look.
Yep.
Can you clear me and make me
Don't
see
forget,
it at
the Woman King.
Cottage Canard, number 12, Papa 397.
Hey, Pat. How about across the street? Is that a... Take a quick peek in there and we'll run over there.
Okay.
There's a woman across the street with a black dress. Looks a little bit more... She's with a party that's a little animated, like you might be in a treatment home. That one, the one that one's got is a little animated, like he's maybe in treatment too. What'd they say here?
Nope. And they're closing in just a few minutes. They just...
Where did they just go?
I think they went around the corner of Taco Bell.
Okay.
We're call 4 for medics.
JBL.
Copy 2338.
Wasn't that was that a computer? Was that a speaker system back in the day? JBL.
I think so.
Bravo 636 from UNT. Have a good night, 2239.
Black dress, knee length with flowers on it. I don't know about that one. Kind of looks like he might be in there.
Hi, how you doing? Hi, Brooklyn. Aren't you Brooklyn? Aren't you Brooklyn?
164.
Yeah?
Where the police?
Change it to a domestic, clear it out, report, and we'll take offending.
How are you tonight, Brooklyn?
We're here to help.
We're here to help, hon.
Brooklyn, where do you live at right now? Huh? But where do you live at?
Copy 164.
Huh?
You could check 600 West University. It's a hookfish.
Well, some people called us about you. Yeah, do you live at
Someone had paid
in the
for
group
another
home too?
customer's meal, and the staff there refused to give them the food.
Well, I'm not positive. Brooklyn, do you have some identification with you? Nothing at all?
And then no answer on several callbacks.
Well, let's just tie it up. So, how come you left the home up there? They were crossing boundaries? So, do you have the right to walk away or not? I know, but does the court say you're supposed to be there or not? I don't know. I'm just asking you because the St. Paul police officers are going to come here and they're going to ask you the same questions that I am. I'm just trying to make it a little easier on you. What? I don't think, because they reported you as a missing, and we don't know if you're required to be there. Leaving your group home. What is it? A treatment home? Oh, why don't you... Pardon me? Yeah. Yeah, we can, but we got to call somebody else to do it because our car is...
We got too much stuff in the back.
Is that where he's at too, or what? What? Brooklyn?
Hold on just a second here.
Well, we can give her a ride, Pat. I don't mind getting the stuff out of there.
2755.
Hey, Brooklyn, let me get...
2400 and I are going to be out with Brooklyn at the Taco Bell. The gal from 1593 here.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Both you got to go on the other side. Pat, put your seat up a little. Will you go? The other side. The other side over there. It's too much on this side. Pat, put your seat up, will you?
that we're actually.
Pat, pull your seat up, will you?
Yeah.
So y'all like special.
What's your first name?
Brandon.
Brandon, you don't have any weapons, do you?
No.
So
183.
we're gonna take you back there, but what kind of place is it?
Just for she's on a commitment and they need to go down to get some regions to get it back.
How come they call us to say you're missing?
We don't need much help with that.
You know? Did you want to get some food first?
That'd be awesome.
Here, let's do this. I might have a little money. Why don't you get some? I mean, you walked all the way down here, right?
2755. Did you copy?
Here,
I'm sorry, I did
Brooklyn, why
not.
don't you go get the food? Here,
Just for your info.
go get the
that
food.
email's on
Order
the
some Taco Bell.
truck.
Let's do it. We'll give you a ride as soon as you get some food. Close the door there, partner.
All right, and they will take her back at the facility.
We're gonna turn around.
Wait, do they put she has to go to regions and get evaluated first, and then they're
Well, let's just try taking her back. We're gonna try taking her back first. We're gonna try taking her back. They
All right.
meet us at the house.
If the squad will meet us back on Hewitt, we're gonna give that a try
I'm not
first.
familiar with him. Copy, I'm at. No, Thomas. Maybe you guys at Hewitt or I can talk about.
Hewitt.
Let's meet up on Hewitt if that works for you.
Perfect, thank you.
We're trying to make this as
Any
less.
TZDs monitoring on channel 1. Negative response.
106.
106.
Using Raymond and Energy Park. Please give me another PPV, please. I'm code 4. 210, 228, Tango.
Copy it. 2244.
177.
177.
I don't see any kind of an emergency code in here. I'm assuming we don't have one.
210, 228, Tango.
210.
Not to my knowledge, I can check for some previous calls.
Domestic. Come state she's in an abusive relationship, not physical, but he threatened her, and all her belongings were thrown out in the grass. Suspect is a Braden Ellingson, no further description. A firm. Long back.
Check ready.
Yeah.
So right now, Bob is buying these folks a little something to eat here, and we're going to run back up to the facility and see if we can work something out.
177. Alright, I'm clear, Jill. Go to 177.
Javi.
Going 242 advised.
Code 177.
Go ahead.
Not seeing anything in premise history as far as the codes or anything like that, but in one of the calls, the caller had to call the customer service and they were able to open the gate on their end.
Copy, thank you.
So,
183.
183.
I know county's bringing her up here, but can you have start here? Gonna be a transport hold to Regan.
Copy.
Listed as 188. I'll take Regan.
So the food is taking a while here. But this young lady and young man both definitely do need some help. And hopefully can get it and will accept it and it will be successful. So we're meeting the St. Paul squad back at the facility or halfway house, whatever the situation is up there.
Brandon? I didn't want to do that. Other side, buddy. Other side.
What?
You can mute it for a minute. We are going to give rides back. And remember, Brandon, she said she doesn't want to eat anything, so don't force those tacos on her.
It's soft in the heart.
So Brandon, where are you from? What part of town?
South side.
South side of Minneapolis?
St. Paul.
Well, there is no south side.
Yeah, it's over by the river.
Yeah, that's the west side though, right? It is, technically you're right, it is south of the cities. But
I can hop all the way around. It's really the same block where you go.
yeah.
Same store.
Okay. What's your favorite part of town? Minnehaha Avenue?
Cage, yeah.
Do you want to sit on the front before we go in? Do you want to sit in the front before we go in?
So,
Minnehaha on this side of town or on the east side?
East side.
this is Hamlin University here, you guys, right? That's where I went to college.
Yeah, I was just there. Yeah.
So,
Struggle.
he's a staff. So can you just like...
Well, we're gonna leave it up to the staff there at the what is it? What's the address, Pat?
1593.
And can we sit out front?
Well, you're gonna leave it up to you, and the staff can talk. All right? Because obviously they were worried about you. The staff called, okay? The staff has called, and they're the staff. We're gonna, Pat, you wanna go talk to the staff real quick while Brandon finishes his taco? And
I don't know why she called the hospital.
As long as she's not
I gave myself a hickey.
As long as she's her own guardian, you can't do shit.
hey, Pat,
Dude, she has it out for
when
me.
they pull her out, can you take care of the camera
I actually stick up for her.
after they get her out?
Is he fresh?
Huh?
Hey, Brooklyn, hop out of the car for a minute, will you? The fire, that medic wants to talk to you, okay?
So we're going to flip the
That
camera
medic
around
wants
here
to
in a
talk
minute,
to you.
folks.
Don't flip it yet, Pat.
Nope.
You know what? I just feel man.
Okay. Well,
And I really need to stick it in his ass.
Hey, Brandon, why don't you hop out this side?
well, actually, I think we're in a position
Staff,
now.
he's gonna get fired of...
Use that. Yeah. Okay.
He's
Let me
gonna
hold
get
your pop
fired
quick.
of...
Work on your legs there.
Yeah, listen. I think you're in a position now where you have to become.
You don't actually live here, right? Huh?
Why?
Police officers.
You're on your own, bud.
I think she's taking a
You're
bath.
on your own.
130 Walker Street South. This is the back, sleeping in the back right now. Clear Highlander. Silver and Gold.
Evaluate that regions quick before they can let you come back.
Copy route.
That's all we gotta do.
2255.
If you prefer, I can give you a ride down there.
What are you doing down there? What are you doing? Stop it.
I can give you a ride if you prefer to come with me. Otherwise, the medics are willing to give you a ride.
Do you want to go with the police or do you want to go by ambulance? Because you're not allowed to go back in the facility based on the behavior being displayed. So I'm asking you, do you want to go down with the police or do you want to go down by ambulance? Your choice. Your choice. Yeah, so what do you want to do? That's you got a choice in this matter. What's going to happen, okay?
Okay.
So what do you want to do? Hands on. You don't have to put those.
Hey, Pat, why don't you mute?
Or you can.
224.
All right, backseaters, thanks for enduring our little, we'll talk. Maybe we'll say hi to the group home leader.
Had a little chat with them.
Thanks for all their work.
No, the gentleman she was with has absolutely nothing to do with the facility.
She's in row.
224 copy. Clear report 10-8.
2303.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to the staff members there. It's a tough job when you're working with people that have mental health and addiction issues. Doesn't get any tougher than that.
Did you squeeze this in or out?
No, I didn't, but it looks like you got more hood there than normal. Oh, no, I don't think that is. I just pull it the other way. There you go. It happens sometimes when you flip it, you know that, right?
Okay.
I don't know why it does that. It changes the aspect. Still tip it down back where you had it there. There you go. You can pull it out a little more if you want. Well, anyhow. The gentleman that was with her was not part of the equation here. Actually, the most likely scenario is that he sold her some meth.
That's what the staff believes.
Yeah. He didn't really have anything on him. I'm sure he was probably down there trying to find some, but we wish Brandon the best too. Nobody really wants to be an addict.
Nope.
They just like how they feel better when they're using. So, to all those staff throughout East Side, I know the Summit Sober House, and there's a lot of other people that work in that field. Thank you very much.
I couldn't do it. It's a tough job.
The renowned Sergeant McManus showed up.
Yes, he did.
That call. See, what drew our attention to that particular girl was the party she was with. It was a little more animated. Remember I used that term, animated? Well, animated really is a symptomatic problem for meth users.
Well, that was a good spot. Glad you saw her.
Well, we would have found her either way, because we would have gone to the Taco Bell. Because you said you were hungry for tacos. I said cheeseburgers, you said tacos.
27.
Clear GOA 10-8.
He was hungry, bought 5 tacos. You know, here's the thing about life. I know that not everyone agrees with this, but
Bravo 707.
because I believe that addicts really don't love being addicts,
Bravo 707, good night at 2307.
you still treat them with kindness, you know, and in the long run, it's just planting a seed in people's minds before they can get healthy. It takes time to beat an addiction. Several different treatments for most meth addicts. You know,
I don't see any reason not to be kind.
what time is it now, Pat?
11:07.
That's a lucky number. 11-7, but usually it's 7-11. My wife used to always say the luckiest time was 11-11. But she'd know more about luck than me.
Hit the lens up a little bit.
226.
Down a little bit of it. Just very high.
Update to your domestic call. The comp called back that the male re-entered through the back door. He's DK and physically assaulted the comp. She is declining medics, and he did attempt to take her phone while she was calling 911.
That seems a little better.
2308. And 226, caller's going to be on foot at Marion and Milford. The male is still believed to be in the house.
What do you think the marketing strategy was by calling the
5183.
unbank the unbank?
You have the address of 2010
Do you think
Renner.
they're trying to say that you're not going to get bureaucracy because we're an unbank versus a bank? Or do you think you're trying to say we're not a bank?
And we're not.
What I mean, it's a clever concept, but what do you think the connotations of the word unbank are?
Unlike the bank, we'll cash your check.
Okay, good one. But we charge you 50%.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unbank. I don't know. I'm going to ask Gary.
210.
210.
Make sure you dial 1-800 first.
Yeah.
Can you show me 10-8? Send me 226's call.
Copy.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's tough to beat an addiction. I tell people, don't get addicted to anything.
Yeah, really.
No matter what it is.
08.
Not drugs, not alcohol, not gambling.
W2311.
382.
382.
Can you just mark one in custody?
W2311.
All quiet here in the middle of, we're First St. Anthony.
Yes, indeed.
It's pretty impressive. Like Nicole and Mike and Darren are having a little hard time finding anything of note either.
Mm-hmm.
But it is early.
Car thieves are scurred.
Screwed. Like Bobby said, nothing happens till 12:15.
Holy smokes. I'm going to try taking this autofocus off.
2312.
Well, that's your bailiwick. I don't have any idea how any of that works. Usually the autofocus works for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just zoom in. Or maybe your microcloth left a booger on there.
There.
Any boogers on the microcloth?
I think we got it at just the right spot right now.
Alright. Buchanan. Selling flowers. Mother's Day. Get out here and buy some flowers. University Avenue. Willer's must have just wrapped up or something. It's usually up there. Well, I better run by the foundry, huh? See what's going
Yeah,
on.
I think so.
228 Tango. 228 Tango.
Everybody's saying that's perfect right now.
The
Focus your
The
report.
focus, yeah. That is one. There.
2314.
Squawk 242 on 1 traffic.
242.
I'm our worst critic because I like, when I watch it, I like to be.
University of Victoria, Minnesota, license plate Kilo Delta Juliet 801.
Was that Uni in Victoria?
Affirm.
Copy.
A lot of people.
2314.
A lot of people rushing somewhere.
One 79.
179.
Advised with 188.
2315.
Go ahead.
215.
Disregard.
Copy.
Sounds good. If I find any numbers here, I'll let you know.
There's our state capitol off in the distance there. Most of your backseaters have seen numerous times.
Do we know for sure if he's from this group home? I'm guessing he is, but do we have any confirmation?
Good point, but it's got to be additional staff here.
That's got to be one of the bigger McDonald's there is.
119.
Well run too.
Investigate 1835.
What's that?
It's a well run.
Yeah,
by the
very much
owner
so.
and,
21 damage to property.
good ownership there, well run. They remodeled.
35 Energy Park, 2360.
Not very nice inside.
2360.
Should have got a taco pad. At least one.
I'll leave that to you.
You don't like those?
Copy, code car 2317.
I'm not going to say
We got
anything.
a bottle.
I'm not going to say anything about any
You want to
restaurant.
go to White Castle instead?
I'm not going to say anything about any restaurant.
You're in kind of service. Pat's such a great cook.
Has none of his medications with him.
Well, thank you.
He doesn't really like to go other places.
Copy to regions at 2317.
Well, I mean, there's good classy restaurants like
Line 19, go.
Show some admin for a second.
What the heck? Is our 1 and 2 merged? It must be, huh?
Sorry, couldn't copy that. Go again.
Put us on admin for a second.
No, that was his own feedback.
119, I'm code car. You can cancel 114.
114, you're clear.
So we try to keep all 6 channels on equally, but sometimes they merge if they're having a break or staff or change a shift. That's the owner of the, she lives there. Usually she's out shooing them away from her place.
Taken just tonight from the 500 block of Charles is a blue Honda CRV. 2000, plate is BWZ 588. Bravo Whiskey Zulu 588.
Somebody's yelling. I hate to see little kids like that out the late at night. Let's go give them a few gift cards. You good with that?
Sounds good.
A little family out here and a stroller. I got some holiday cards here. It's never good. See how they're doing.
Hi, folks. How are ya? We got a couple gift cards here for you all.
Yeah, how's it doing? How many kids you got there?
3.
3? That's got to be a handful, huh?
Well, hi.
Oh my goodness. Here's three holiday cards.
Is it 3 girls?
No.
Oh, oh okay.
3 holiday cards. 3 holiday cards there.
$20 each.
Hey, where do you guys? Are you guys live in the neighborhood or what?
Yeah, not really.
Not really. Are you homeless or?
Yeah.
You are. Well, where did you go to the shelter at all, or how?
I'm just waiting on a call.
What? Are you? How long have you been in St. Paul?
Like a few months.
A few months.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
Well, here's a few more McDonald's cards to help you get by.
Thank you so
But
much.
those holidays are. Yeah.
God bless you guys and good luck to you.
Here, I'm sure
You
our
bet.
backseaters would want you to have this.
There, have some more. What the heck? What the heck?
We have people that make donations to us to help people that are in need.
Oh, okay.
And so you guys, the holiday's open. You can use it whenever.
Okay, thank you so much.
God bless you.
You're very welcome.
Good
God
luck.
bless.
God bless. Hi,
Bye.
kids. So she's waiting on a call from a shelter to get into the shelter. Something ain't right about this system, Pat. Right?
Nope.
Oh, backseaters,
right.
Thanks for helping us help them. Right?
Indeed.
I've never seen
You guys,
them
you
before.
backseaters make it possible.
I don't think they've been here that long because I would recognize her with those 3 kids out on the street. So hopefully they're. Whew.
Yeah.
I mean, there are emergency family shelters, but I don't know if you have to wait on the phone call or not. But kids seemed healthy.
Yep.
Anyhow, right?
Definitely.
But very thankful for you backseaters that we can help them with some gift cards. That was a meaningful moment for me.
Yeah.
To be able to do
was-
something for them.
Boy, their smiles lit up the night.
2322, Metro Lady.
Yep.
2322. I copied. What was it, Ross?
Very appreciative. Even the guy, huh?
Yeah, very much so.
226.
So when you make those donations, you're helping people like that, folks.
Yes.
Copy. And just for spot info, it sounds like county is in pursuit of a vehicle.
Following the program
And
director's
going
number, he's gonna
110
work on
miles
it.
an hour.
I'm gonna send you a
In the
photo
area of
of
Como and Snelling.
the guy we
What?
found.
For southbound Snelling, passing Hewitt.
Got that. So staff
Okay.
has been advised.
What's going on here?
County pursuit.
Yeah, they advised somebody's supposed to be here overnight.
Oh,
2172.
Trying to pass the channel.
Coming up to
Blair.
2172. Well, we're gonna go down.
Copy. Anyone assisting with counties, take LTAC 1. We're going to pass the channel to that.
Are you going to LTAC?
Well, first I'm gonna go.
Right, Rose in pursuit southbound Snelling.
Where you go?
Southbound passing Union.
Reason for the pursuit?
Sorry. So, one found a director.
West 144.
Copy. West 195.
2400 reason for pursuit.
Speed.
Speeding.
And I'm going to go to LTAC.
Understand 94 here. Traffic flow heavy.
Copy.
Super
780.
Cross Street.
780.
Huh?
Trooper 8's in the air.
Stop here.
County 294 West.
5, yeah, left side of Fraser.
Affirmative.
Is that 72 that's in the car?
The squad? Yes.
County Passion with LTAC 1 for a pursuit was 194 at Fairview. Reason for speed. Will be a orange Nissan Sentra license plate. Foster Juliet Alpha 328.
County 2007, I'm out on that. Taking the driver into custody.
Copy. Taking driver to custody.
We're code 4 now, drivers in custody.
Copy. Code 4. Can I clear the 10-1 and take it on the patch?
Same chase?
164.
Best you can tell.
Best as I can tell.
20 all coming. Can I clear the 10-1 and
Makes
take
sense
it on the
when they
patch?
do that.
Sir, you want to be added to the county call? Copy that.
You didn't hear me.
2172, we're going for it. Yeah, you want to cancel.
Okay.
Copy. Code 4.
Now that's
This
him.
one cancel. 114 for your cash. 1 catch. Where's LTAC? Copy.
Obviously, whether we continue a pursuit for a car that's not stolen depends on how far out the helicopter is. So that's why I was asking how far he's 4 minutes out.
If we pick up that,
he's within 4 or 5 minutes, we can hang with it that long, especially if it's on the freeway versus on city streets. If it was on city streets, 4 or 5 minutes might be too long. But for someone, when you're on a freeway and there's no intersections and everybody's headed in the same direction, generally we have less issues.
Definitely.
44 clear.
Copy.
So last we heard at Fairview, and shortly after that, Under Sheriff Mike Martin, otherwise known as Mighty Mike, got on the air and said the driver was being taken into custody. Once they realized that he's actually going to
Broad. Sounds like Broden.
Hey, bro.
Southbound from Western and Thomas. Observed at a high rate of speed like that. I'll be right now.
So, we are back. I don't know if we're...
Just let me know. Looks like we're thinking we go eastbound on Concordia towards 94.
There we go. Are we back now? Hey, sorry about the buffering. Just a little update. When when he realized there was 2 cars behind him, the driver decided, okay, they're actually going to chase me, and he decided to pull over, and he'll be arrested for fleeing the police. The 3rd car pulled up there, as you saw. But the moral of the story is, when people know you're serious about apprehending them, they're not gonna flee. It's when they think you're not going to that they will. So the deputy was working radar on Snelling Avenue over there in the Falcon Heights area. Car was going by for speed, and if you did hear, I was checking what the reason for the pursuit is. Obviously, we have a tiered approach. If it was a shooting suspect, that's one thing. If it's just the speed, that's another. But in between is a wide variety of different types. But the big issue is, if the helicopter is going to help us in the next 5 minutes, then it's worth staying with it for a while. And the helicopter said he was 4 minutes out. So that's why we decided not to terminate that one. Probably shouldn't have come back to where the dead spot was, huh, Pat?
Oh well, it happens. Did you guys copy that late model gray Camry that fled from St. Paul at Western and Thomas?
535. 535. Well, the ERT.
I got to give the dispatcher credit. They caught on to that chase right away, because it just happened.
Got the ERT.
Did you guys copy that gray Camry that flew Paul's? It was at Payne and GKV 119.
This one tonight, they didn't have a plate on it.
They didn't have a plate on it.
Fire Station 14. No longer a fire station, but served the community for many years up here. But Ashland and Snelling, when I was on the St. Paul City Council, that was a fire station. And big bone of contention when...
Multiple car alarms sounding in the area of 2852 Ice Road Lane.
The administration wanted to close it because it was a small one. They wanted to open more efficient, large ones.
Set up a perimeter for now until we get some more info.
Copy your
Can you
set up a perimeter?
change this to an AMA and be clear by 22, 106, and county?
Copy in the alley.
Copy 2237. Copy, they're gonna rattle.
See what's going on over at this bus stop. I don't know if the bus
behind 1009 Jenks.
Hi.
2 gunshot wounds, 1 to the leg.
How's everyone? You waiting for the bus? Is it still running?
Copy mail in the alley behind 1009
7 minutes?
Jenks.
Oh, that's good.
371, go ahead.
Where are you guys headed?
One of the males apparently...
Here, we got a little help for you here.
That's the one that I described.
We got people that donate gift cards to us. There's a couple holiday cards there for you.
One male ran westbound Boston.
You're very welcome. Those are $20 each.
The male wearing the red
Yep.
mask.
And
You're welcome.
you bet. You guys have a good night. Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless.
378, do you see if flight's available?
We're partial families with kids that are waiting at bus stops at 12 o'clock at night. It's so, in a way, depressing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
They were nice people. They're down here going to Brooklyn Center on a bus at, what time is it?
Copy, since one person ran west, how far do you want the perimeter?
11:38.
This is in relation to a shots fired at Forest and Case that they're calling for air.
You know the area a little bit better than I do, probably say a couple blocks.
1 shot in the leg, 1 shot in the arm.
371 for the witness. No vehicles are involved. Everyone involved is on foot.
Or 1 person shot in the leg and in the arm.
Oh.
Copy, no vehicles involved. Everyone should be on foot. Requesting a perimeter a couple blocks.
Well, we got a lot of good backseaters right on that corner that usually greet us. Hope they're okay.
602, can you send me a call?
I'll be head over there, huh?
Yep.
You see, police work isn't all just running calls, stopping people. It's
Copy, code 4 medics.
in the old days, to be frank, we gave more people rides than we do now, just because the danger level has increased.
Copy,
We don't have room in the squads like we used to. People that weren't going to Brooklyn Center, they'd be going like across the freeway or something. Obviously, we can't help them with a ride to Brooklyn Center, but you
Boston
know,
Arcade.
hopefully the bus is actually still coming.
Arcade Jenks.
Multiple cars on that shooting.
Frank and Lawson.
Coming down Grand Avenue.
That caller is a resident there, said her roommates are being loud and having a party and refusing to be quiet.
I don't know.
Well, I have to swipe out of this to get to that.
I don't know. Swipe halfway up. It's still streaming. Make the Wi-Fi get on. I was thinking we gotta check that every time, but
Yep. Sure, mine is off.
well, it won't matter on yours.
This supposedly does.
Just to view it. If you lost us for a minute, we apologize.
I think that she was in an Uber.
Of your hurricanes. 6564. Copy.
6564.
I don't know if that's it, but someone said if the Wi-Fi is on, it's going to try to keep connected to a Wi-Fi.
She was on board. It was my program.
That's-
On any system.
That's it.
Well,
or
looks
not.
like we're good now.
What? 90 OT. 271.
Bus tour 2 midnight cars, 3OT, squad 161.
280.
161. Sorry, I missed a little bit of that.
179.
No longer wants the system.
280 for OT.
She did not want the system. She left.
187.
280.
I'll check this one too, okay?
Anybody else going home in midnight?
Anyone else on channel 1, 3OT?
710-1538 EOT. Copy.
Negative response, officer
You know what you're
tonight.
checking?
Have a great night. 2344.
Oh, that one won't matter. No, I don't know. If that phone's off Wi-Fi, the rest of them on Wi-Fi won't matter. centralized hub. Like we're going to get them. We're going to worry about it.
That may have cleared it.
What a bunch of goofballs we are. I don't know how that comes on because I never use that. We never use that phone with the Wi-Fi. It's just weird.
It seems to be cured.
Well, I wonder if we did have those guys update the phone. I wonder if they updated it through the Wi-Fi at the department.
I wonder.
I don't know. Because there's some different settings they put on there. I bet that's what happened. Sometimes they want the phone plugged in on Wi-Fi to update it. So, we never claim to be great audio-visual people.
Good point.
So hopefully this will be better.
Well, we were told by somebody in the know that after auto updates, Wi-Fi will turn back on, and so will Bluetooth.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
good to know.
That is very good to know. We're learning. We'll have it down in 5 years.
Joyce. 2817 County Road, Gage Hotel 2 to assist medics with a person not breathing.
I don't know, Pat. I'm just a little bit struck by how many people are living on the streets already.
They're having that update that the baby vomited and is now breathing again.
Yep.
Isn't that? I mean, you look at what's happened in other cities. You guys watch the videos of Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland. I mean, there are huge epidemics of homelessness. I don't know if that's even the right term, but someone needs to figure out a solution for the homeless on the West Coast. I think Minnesota's probably doing better than most, but the problem isn't that people are homeless. It's that they don't have a way to provide for themselves either.
Right.
And that results in other issues.
Very true.
I mean, homelessness is an indication of their inability to provide for themselves, but it's So what's going on over there on the east side? You still got 3 on there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear any activity. Are we looking?
I think they've got it. Yep. The guy in the orange sweatshirt.
They got him, or they're just looking for him?
Looking for him. They called for air to assist.
4 to 2.
Well, let's.
So they've got 10-3 in effect while they do the search.
Go ahead. You guys are clear and willing. Would you mind trying to print off a copy of my impound form that's attached to my hit and run in LATG? My printer's not working.
They are doing a canine track.
I got a toll on the way. We're going to hold this vehicle.
2 people shot, though, huh?
No, 1 person shot in 2 places.
Okay.
In the arm and in the leg.
Yeah, we'll be on our way. Thank you. It's the 2018 Nissan Sentra impound form in there.
So back to that that pursuit that ended on the freeway. He decided to give up when Undersheriff Mike Martin pulled his Tahoe alongside him.
And if you didn't catch that conversation, we were saying that if you truly let people know that you're not going to let them flee, you're going to actually pursue them, they will reconsider.
Which he did.
And And if everyone knew that ahead of time, they wouldn't flee in the first place.
Exactly.
5184.
There's far more fleeing and reckless driving going on now than when
You add a new location.
pursuits were more common.
Fairview, just south of D. David, please. I'll be out there.
Copy 2041.
Gonna float over to the east side where that suspect's at large. We did have shots fired earlier up off of Maryland and Kennard, Orange and Kennard. Obviously a long ways away, but sometimes people retaliate in the course of, oh yeah, you get a little more room there.
Yeah. I was wondering why this
now that your buddy Frickley's
computer
not
was so
behind.
close to me.
Clear traffic.
Squad 36792.
367.
OB EOT.
Have a good one. 2350.
Bravo 754, will you put Charlie Williams on go on code 4?
Bravo 754.
Copy. Code 4 regions. 2351.
Probably with the victim, huh?
310-20 loss of gas cameras.
Copy.
5181.
5181.
The mail party's been returned to the address. You can clear all squads report. Thanks for the help for everybody.
Copy, answer 351.
So this week, if you looked at our Facebook post on the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, and if you're not following the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, I really wish you would, because we don't have the same identical stuff. There's different material on Live on Patrol and the Ramsey County. Sometimes we share their stuff. Well, there's not their stuff, it's our stuff. But Steve Linder is our public information officer, and our administrative team decide what to put on the official sheriff's page, and you know, we don't try to put everything on Live on Patrol because it's worthwhile following both pages. And I will say this: today you saw a recognition of our correctional officers.
371 with info.
It's Correctional Officer Week this week in America.
I just called the individual who flagged me down to ask.
Under Sheriff Bill Finney
He said
is
that he never saw the second person.
Under Sheriff Bill Finney's in charge of our jail. He went with our correctional officers and the correctional officers from the workhouse that we don't run, but over to the county board meeting on Tuesday. There's a picture of them receiving recognition and a plaque. But as I've said many, many times here on Live on Patrol, corrections officers, it's the toughest job. I could not do it.
Absolutely.
Pat and I have talked about it.
One of the suspects shot the other, saying that they ran east out of the alley.
What was that about the shooting? Well, let's just tie this up first. Here's the bottom line is, Pat and I have enjoyed a long career in law enforcement on the streets, but working in a jail would be something we could not do our whole career, right, Pat?
No way. No way. My hat is off to all of the correctional officers.
We got 60. We have 55 murder suspects in the jail now.
What's that?
I think we have 55 murder suspects in our jail now.
Holy smokes.
For trials pending for the past 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Because the courts have been so backlogged.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking care of murderers all day long that have nothing to lose.
Bravo 754.
Bravo 754.
You can clear this DOC. Assist, and I will be back on the DOC.
So, you see the squads on the perimeter here. They're hoping the suspect is somewhere in this area here, west of Forest and Case. There's Case right here. They got tons of squads out here, huh, Pat?
Yep. 1000 block of Jenks is in the alley, I believe, is where the shooting actually
Would you guys cause a problem again? We are what? Yeah, we're keeping him on that side of the street for you. How's that?
I'll bring his ass over here, report.
Have a good night, you guys. It must be the medic taking the.
Yep.
These are our friends there on the southwest corner of Case and our.
Spoke to